that there is a large question for which you have no answer. Who made these rights rights? What is the source? Sometimes they say, some of them told me, the Christians, they said that at first we wanted to say that this is something divine, but then we remembered that there were atheists. So we can't say it is divine. So what is it then? Natural. What is the evidence that they are natural? What is the evidence? To say something is natural, you have to give an evidence. Otherwise, anyone can claim that this is natural, that is not natural. Then the best answer they gave me was that this is internationally accepted. I said, but you have just said that the Muslims had reservations on this declaration when it was made. So if Muslims do not accept all these articles, then you cannot say that all of them are international. So that is not a good argument. Now, the only remaining thing is to say that this is a resolution passed by the Assembly of the United Nations Assembly. But then a Muslim can say, why should I abide by something which the majority of people in the world or representatives of countries of the United Nations decided? Why should I? If I think it is wrong, and in fact not only Muslims, but people in other countries like China, Southeast Asia, Singapore, and so on, they say that this is Western culture. This is Western culture. You are imposing your culture on us in the name of human rights. So you cannot say that it is natural. You cannot say it is international. You cannot say it is good just because it was passed by the majority of the members of the United Nations Assembly. So it has no ground to stand on. So of course that doesn't mean that we reject everything in the declaration, but whatever we accept not because it is declared by the United Nations, but because we have evidence for it from our own religion, like the sanctity, say, of human life. We believe that every human person, whether it's a Muslim or non-Muslim, has the right to live. So we don't kill human beings like we kill animals or so. So this is a right. Our criticism of this also is that these rights are not inclusive of all rights. There are, from an Islamic point of view, some very, very essential human rights which are not included here. Why? Because the West violates these rights. One of them, about which inshallah I intend to write an article, is what we can call the right of parenthood. My son is my son. Or my daughter. My child is my child. You cannot deprive me of being the father of that child, whatever I do. This is what they call an inalienable, indefeasible right. And even whatever I do to the child, you can punish me. You can take the child and put it into the custody of someone else. But you cannot say that I am not the father or the mother of that child. This is a very fundamental right in Islam, and this is one of the most natural rights. You have evidence for the naturality, you can say, of this right. Because, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in ummahatuhum illa allai waladnahum. Their mothers are only those who gave birth to them. You can't take a child and give it to someone else to adopt it and say that this is its mother and that is its father, because the mother did not give birth to that child, so it cannot be its mother. And the same with the father. Now, and the woman, the mother, cannot say that the child which she gave birth to is not her child. But the father can. The father can. Because he can say, this is not my child. And but even in that case, the child will not be adopted by someone else as its father. You can take care of the child, you can look after it, you can educate it, you can do whatever ihsan to the child, but the child will not take your name or anyone else's name. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِن لَمْ تَعْلَمُوا آبَاءَهُمْ فَإِخْوَانُكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ. If you don't know their fathers, then they are your brothers in Islam. You call it Abdullah ibn Abdullah, Abdullah son of Abdullah, because whatever father is Abdullah. But so this is a right which is officially violated, at least in the United States. I don't know what about Western Europe also. And we have examples of very bad, sad examples of some Muslim families being deprived of their children. The children were taken from them for the wrong reason. They say, so a father hugging his daughter or kissing her, and they describe this as child abuse, and the court deprived the father of his children, gave them to a Christian family, and but later on, with the help of this care institution, I mean, they helped them. They collected some money, and a higher court said that the first what do you call it? Yeah. Verdict was wrong, but adoption is irreversible. You mean you can reverse what is natural, but you cannot reverse what is adoption, which is not natural. And the children remained with that Christian family, and they made them, of course, Christians, wear crosses and so on. And one Saudi prince was here, and he gave donations to care to help him. And then he said, imagine if we did something like this in Saudi Arabia. If we took Christian children and gave them to a Muslim family, what would they say about us? So there are